So here's SOPA, Society Pass. This finishes at $16.31. That is up 53.43% today. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is ALLK Allakos. This finishes at $8.55 today. That is down 89.87%. Very nasty day for the stock today. Went from 80 down to 8.55. Disgusting. But there were multiple reasons as to why this happened, so let's check it out. The Enigma 2 and Cryptos studies did not achieve statistical significance on patient-reported symptomatic co-primary endpoints. Their clinical trials were very disappointing. Bad results. So very bad PR there, and because of that, a lot of hedge funds downgraded here. Barclays downgrades to $8. SVB Leerlink downgrades to $17. Cohen and company, they don't have a price target, but they do downgrade there. So yeah, very bad PR. Hedge funds are pulling all their money, and stock got rugged today. Nasty stuff. But let's go ahead and analyze here. We do have a gap down today at 81.35. Bullish indicator. That is telling us this stock should eventually come back up to 81.35 to fill that gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of 8.55, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 10.40, 30.55, 35.35, 39.40, 41.80, 45, 48.25, 52.65, 55.85, 58.70, 61.50, 65.90, 70.20, 72.50, 75.95, 78.25, 81.35, 83.25, and then 85.15. And there is resistance above 85.15, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And to the downside, that is uncharted territory. Literally at the 3-year low. Maybe not the all-time low, but I can't go back after 3 years. No support on the graph at least, below this current price. So right now at this current price, 8.55, the channel to the upside is really wide. Next channel is at 30.55. So expect a significant increase in price action if this runs to the upside. And then once this hits 39.40, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this hits 39.40. So from 10.40 to 39.40, expect a significant increase in price action. And can't comment on the downside because this is the 3-year low. RSI is currently at 15. So that is extremely undervalued, extremely oversold. So this could be a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice, guys. And this did 60 million in volume today. Biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this sell-off/rug today was confirmed by the volume. And this is running in the aftermarket here up to 9.40. So that's a good indicator for tomorrow that this will continue to run to the upside. So that's bullish there. Okay, guys, so I think this one is pretty straightforward. A lot of bullish indicators here. No neutral or bearish indicators. This is pretty obvious here. This is an excellent buying opportunity. This may have more downside potential, but it really can't get too much worse. And there's a lot of upside potential here. Like I said, there's a gap down at 81.35. So this should come back up to 81.35 eventually to fill that gap. It may take a while, but it should get back up there eventually. So from this current price, 85.55, that's about 1,000% upside there. A lot of upside potential. And in the short term, it does appear to be a pretty good play as well. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I could support that. Again, looks like an excellent play to me. May pull back a little bit more, but you really can't go too wrong here at 8.55. Yeah, like I said, eventually it should come back up to 81.35 to fill that gap. So going long here would be a low risk, high reward play. Not too much risk to the downside, not too much downside potential, and a lot of upside potential. So this looks like a clear buy right now, not financial advice. And if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Really doesn't make too much sense. No reason to do that at all. This is literally the 3-year low. Can't go down too much further. You should have went short earlier today. You would have made some fat tendies, but now it's too late. You missed the boat. Again, not too much downside potential. You'd be shorting for crumbs here and exposing yourself to a lot of risk. So absolutely no reason to go short here. That would be a high risk, low reward play. Please don't do that, guys. So yeah, pretty straightforward here. Excellent buy, and you should print some fat tindies, long and short term. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. Very nasty, but like I said, this looks like a very good buying opportunity. Not financial advice, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is ALLK Allakos. So here's SOPA, Society Pass. This finishes at $16.31. That is up 53.43% today. So we discussed this stock not too long ago. This was squeezing, and it appears like it is not done squeezing just yet. So this was trending top 10 on StockTwits today, so we shall discuss it once again. Really no reason to justify this price action. No news today, so I'm going to assume just a bunch of apes continuing to jump in here and squeeze the stock. So let's go ahead and analyze. So first of all, we have a possible cup and handle in the making here. Top of the cup appears to be 39, and the bottom appears to be 325. So that is currently a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock may come back up to 39 to complete this cup. And we do have a gap up at 375. So that's a bearish indicator that is telling us this stock may come back down to 375 to fill that gap. Looks pretty unlikely at this point, but very noteworthy. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 1660 and 1255. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1660, 1850, 3010, 3395, 3895, 4070, 4360, 4530, 4860, 5205, 5460, and then the high of 7735. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be $12.55, $11, $9.65, $7.15, $6.35, $5.60, $4.45, and then the low of $3.25. So right now at this current price, $16.30, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this comes back down to $7.15, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks $7.15 to the downside. RSI is currently at 46, so that still is below average, even after this went up 400% here. Amazing. And this did 107 million in volume today. Very significant volume, second biggest volume day ever. This pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. Just my opinion, not financial advice. It appears like we are still squeezing here. How much more it's going to squeeze, I have no idea. But this does have the potential to go back to 39 to complete the cup, like I said before. This is a gamble either way right now, long and short. Like I said, channels are really wide in either direction. So honestly, I think the best play would be to stay away from this altogether. But if you guys want to go long, not financial advice, I don't think that's the greatest idea. Not saying this won't keep squeezing. It very well could. But yeah, going long would be a straight up gamble right now. Not really investing. So as long as you understand you are gambling and you can afford to lose some money, then I would say sure, go for it. Going long here would be a high risk, high reward play. Again, has the potential to go up to 39, and that would be about a 150% upside from the current price. A lot of potential tendies to be made to the upside here, but highly risky. So please do that at your own risk. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that just yet. At least this will have to pull back eventually, but this does have more upside potential here. So I would try to time this on the short side. Observe the price action, see when this starts to top out, and try to catch the top of the squeeze here. So the downside is also a lot of tendies to be made. Again, there's a gap up at 375. If it does pull back there, even at this current price, 1630, that would be over a 75% downside. You should be able to get an even better one if you wait a little bit. So going short very soon here looks like a pretty good play. I would say just not yet, because you want to catch this at the very top. I don't like the current price of 1630, although it is pretty decent already. But yeah, if you want to go short, I would recommend holding off for right now and try to catch this at the top. But yeah, again, could go either way right now. Very risky stuff. So the better, more conservative play would be to just hold off altogether. But if you guys want to gamble, then sure, go for it. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up. not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SOPA Society Pass. So here is SEAC, Sea Change International. This finishes at $1.96. That is up 9.5% today. So we discussed this stock last week, I believe, not too long ago. It appeared like it was short squeezing, and it looks like the squeeze is not over just yet. Still short squeezing. So this was trending top 10 on StockTwits today, so we'll talk about it once again. So we did have some news, so let's check that out first. The company announced a merger agreement with Triller. The proposed business combination is expected to result in a value of Triller VERS at approximately $5 billion. So great PR, really not breaking news or anything, because people did expect this merger to go through, but it officially went through today. I guess the apes are really excited and jumped in here and caused the stock to squeeze even more. The past couple of weeks here, the stock has been squeezing, and it does not appear like it's done just yet. This is a low float stock, really not hard to squeeze here. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. So if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 202 and 193. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 202, 208, 215, 232, 245, 256, 270, 280, 289, $3, 309, 320, 331, and then 343. The yearly high which it hit today. And there is resistance above 343, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 193, 187, 180, 175, 169, 164, 156, and then 154. And there is support below 154, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 196, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 215 to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get really wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 215. RSI is currently at 69. Nice, lol. So not quite overbought and overvalued anymore, but very close to there, so be careful, guys. This was considered to be overbought and overvalued a couple of days ago, and this did 215 million in volume today. Very significant volume. Average is 4.4 million. This pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, so just my opinion, not financial advice. This does appear to be still short squeezing, but this already went up so much from 75 cents. So there still may be upside potential, but the squeeze here should be coming to an end in the relative short term. I would say within the next few trading sessions. Generally speaking, this doesn't end well. Someone's going to get caught holding the bag. Make sure it's not you. This will have to come back down eventually at some point, and it's going to come back down just as fast as it went up. Really not too many indicators here other than the high RSI and the yearly high, which are both bearish. No bullish or neutral indicators. So the stock does appear to be pretty bearish in the short term at least. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Again, it does have more upside potential, but you already missed a lot of the upside here. There's probably not too much more upside potential. The squeeze looks like it's coming to an end here. I don't think it's a great idea. You're probably going to get burned. So if you want to go long, please understand that it is a straight up gamble, not really an investment. I don't think it's a great idea, but if you do understand your gambling and you're willing to lose some money here, then I would say sure, go for it. But I really don't think that's a great idea. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I wouldn't do it just yet because, again, there does appear to be a little bit more upside potential. But coming up here in the relative short term, you'd want to try to catch the top of the squeeze here. So I would just observe the price action, see when this starts to top out, and try to catch the top here. In fact, this already may be at the top. And right now, this entry of 196 is already a pretty good entry on the short side. But if you're a little patient, you should be able to get a little bit better. So I would support going short at this current price, 196 and higher. As long as you're able to withstand some upside pressure here, this looks like a pretty good short play to me. Going short here would be a medium risk, high reward play, I would say. Not sure how far it's going to go down, but it certainly looks like this could pull back 25, 50%. So yeah, going short here looks like a pretty good play to me. Not financial advice. But again, there is still risk involved, so please do that at your own risk. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. But like I said, looks pretty bearish in the short term here. Gonna have to pull back eventually. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SEAC, Sea Change International. So here's NAKD, Naked Brand Group. This finishes at $6.25 today. That is down 13.68%. Ignore this number up here. It's not up 1,200%. Very deceiving number here. So we did have some news on Naked. Let's check it out. So yesterday, we had some news that the shareholders approved the Centro acquisition, which, if you guys recall, not too long ago, Naked did make an offer to buy Centro, which is an EV company. Honestly, I don't know why. Naked is a clothing company. I don't know what they're doing going into the EV space, but okay. So that went through. They are going to acquire Centro, but that's not the reason for this price action today. The reason why this went up, and I put that in air quotes, is because they did a 1-to-15 reverse split. So Naked was not in compliance with stock market rules. They were under $1. So to get in compliance, they needed to reverse split. So here they reverse split 1-to-15 today. So this opened at $6.75 after the split, and it pulled back 13.68% today. It is not up today. It is down. Very deceiving chart here. So really there is no TA to be done here. If we do go by TA, there's a gap up here, 55 cents, and the RSI is at 97. So that would mean extremely overbought and overvalued, but throw all the TA out the window today. That is super irrelevant. This chart is very deceiving right now. Let's go ahead and analyze here. And if you guys want to follow along, the link is in the description down below to the chart. So right now this is sitting on the support of 625, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, the next level of resistance would be 675, the all-time high, which it opened at today after the reverse split. And if it breaks that, then it's on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what the stock is worth. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 585, 340, 225, 185, and then at 165. And there is support below 165, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 625, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes, up until this hits 165. If/when this comes back down to 165, expect the price action to slow down. It did 8.8 million in volume today, but that's after the reverse split. That's pretty irrelevant at this point as well. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward here. Usually after reverse splits, the stock sells off, and I do think this has a lot of downside potential here. Just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. This looks extremely bearish in the short term at least. Huge channels here. If this breaks 585, this is going to go really, really bad. There's absolutely no support holding this up after 585, and it'll probably come back down to 340 if it does break 585. And if it breaks 340, then it'll probably come back down to 225. If you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. That'd be a really bad idea right now. It's not even a gamble at this point. It's just asking to lose money. Like I said, it'll probably pull back in the short term because of this reverse split. Generally speaking, when stocks reverse split, they do sell off. And in this case here, there's really no support holding this up. So if this continues to sell off, which it probably will, it'll probably go really, really bad. So I'm not sure how far this is going to go down, but there's a lot of downside potential here and not too much upside potential. So I think going long here would be a high risk, low reward play. Really no reason to do that. You're asking to lose money if you go long here. Please don't do that, guys. If you want to go long, wait for a pullback. You should be able to get this at a much, much better price than 625. I would say wait for at least 185 if you want to go long here. You should be able to get this at 185 and lower if you have patience. It'll probably take a while to get back down there, but it probably will go back down there. So I don't support going long here at 625. Bad idea, guys. Please don't do that. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Like I said, a lot of downside potential here. Gonna be a lot of price action. If this breaks 585, you're gonna make a lot of tendies. It's really not too risky. Going short here would be a low risk, high reward play. You're definitely not gonna get squeezed out or anything, and a lot of downside potential. You should easily be able to make at least 50%, I would say. Easily. Probably even more. Maybe as much as 75% if this does come back down to like 185. So this looks like an easy short to me, not financial advice. A lot of downside potential. not too much upside potential, and really no risk of getting squeezed out, and a good chance this goes timber to the downside here. I would support going short at this current price, 625. That's an excellent entry, and I would say cover at 340 and lower. Looks like free tendies, honestly, in my opinion. Not financial advice. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. Consider cutting, because this looks really, really bad. This looks like it's going to go timber. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NAKD, Naked Brand Group. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.